this point, we treat it as though it's modern until we can say definitively that it's not.
University of South Florida anthropologist Erin Kimmerly says the human remains found at a construction site in Palm Coast aren't considered historical. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says they found skull and jaw fragments.
So far, indications are that it's one person. If we have found two femurs, we find a third one, we have a problem. But at this point, there's no indication that this is a dump site for a killer. It may be a dump site for a killer, but hopefully just one individual.
The sheriff said it's hard to tell how old the bones are at this point, but they're hoping to be able to extract DNA from them to identify the person. Excavation of the Toscana development off Old Kings Road is expected to last at least through this week and possibly longer. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A federal lawsuit is challenging Florida's so-called Don't Say Gay law.
The plaintiffs demand that school boards in Orange, Indian River, Duval, and Palm Beach counties not enforce the law as it caused changes in the way districts handle issues related to sexual orientation and gender identity. Jack Pedos led a student walkout earlier this year opposing the law.
It is restricting conversations of sexual orientation or gender identity within our public schools. It erases us from the history textbook. There's language in there that coerces staff into outing students. And this was just a direct attack on my community. LGBTQ+ already face so many struggles, and we shouldn't be trying to limit our existence from our curriculum. And we shouldn't be eliminating the safe space that school provides for these children.
Governor Ron DeSantis says they will defend all efforts to repeal the bill.
Parents have a fundamental role in the education, healthcare, and well-being of their children. We will not move from that. I don't care what corporate media outlets say. I don't care what Hollywood says. I don't care what big corporations say. Here I stand. I'm not backing down.
The lawsuit was filed Monday in Orlando. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
I'm not sure that the return is commensurate with the risk in the business.
That's Ken Belshey with Sunbelt Management, who says being a developer isn't all profits. He tells WNZF you have to start with a vision for a property and then quickly realize the risks.
There are many, many things that can go wrong, from zoning issues to issues with water management district, wetlands.
Belshey says the public doesn't realize how highly regulated the industry is.
We have to answer to literally dozens of agencies, starting with the local governments and going clear up to the federal government. There's many in there that are all looking over our shoulder, all often wanting a piece of the pie. And so we have to, like I said, very quickly start to think about what those risks are. If you averaged it all out across the entire country, the return probably is not commensurate.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Florida Sheriff's youth ranches are getting a financial boost.
Flagler County Sheriff's Office employees donated over $20,000 to the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches, making FCSO employees' total donations to the FSYR over $133,000 since 2017. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley presented the latest employee donation check to FSYR President Bill Fry during the Florida Sheriff's Association annual meeting of Florida Sheriffs.
All of this money was contributed by the men and women of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. So not only do they serve the community daily, but they also contribute to the support of youth that just need a hand up.
Sheriff Staley also adds the FSYR was founded in 1957 and has been improving the lives of at-risk children through several different Florida locations and comprehensive programs. Their mission is to support needy, neglected boys and girls, establishing a warm sense of well-being, safety, and guidance. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
How is our IT system kept safe?
Matt Rivera, Flagler County's IT director, said on a recent episode of the Flagler Voice that IT is not just the help desk.
Help desk is a big part of IT. That's kind of the most forward-facing, customer-facing part of IT.
Rivera said that's where users either love or hate IT, depending on how well their computer and their other stuff is working. He said that real IT is working behind the scenes to make sure that you are safe in Flagler County.
We encompass what's called GIS, which is Geospatial Information Systems. They're developing a lot of the capabilities for like our first responders to be able to locate emergency 911 systems. You need to know where these addresses are.
Rivera said that IT also helps with pre- and post-disaster, taking pictures and such. You can listen to the Flagler Voice on Saturday mornings on WNZF. It's on at 8:30 in the morning, or it's on anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, keeping IT systems safe. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.